Hello, sir. Can I get your name? Sir,
Unfiltered. Unfiltered. Jail.
what's your full name, sir?
My full name is Isaac Joseph Cole.
And what are you booked under?
Jonathan Moronis. Because I had a legal name change, and then but I had been previously like at this jail, so they had me under that.
All right, sir. So that is a name that you have gone by previously, that John Moronis, but what did you say your current legal name is?
Isaac Joseph Cole.
Okay. All right, sir. So we are seeing you this evening because you have a number of cases pending in Tucson City Court. You also have a warrant that was issued for your arrest in a felony matter. So we're going to go ahead and talk about your release conditions and your next court dates in all of those. Now, in your felony case, you were originally charged with unlawful use of means of transportation as well as possession of drug paraphernalia. A warrant was issued for your arrest back on April 30th of 2025. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the public defender's office to represent you. Now, I've read everything provided to me. The state is asking for a $5,500 bond. Mr. Hotchkiss, anything further?
Yeah, Your Honor, I don't think, with respect to Mr. Moronis, I don't think that I've ever seen this many FDA warrants being present with an individual at once. He's somebody that will not come to court unless he is made to come to court. So for those reasons, we think the requested bond is appropriate. Thank you.
Ms. Gadalitza?
Your Honor, I would note that it seems his mail was going to general delivery. The pretrial services report indicates that he is unemployed. Just looking at his history, I understand there's several pending matters, but he has been out of trouble for a while. His older priors indicate substance use disorder, and he successfully completed probation or was terminated from probation in 2015. I suppose I understand the state's concerns, but I actually don't find it appropriate to ask for a bond than what is listed on the warrant. So if pretrial services is not an option, that is what we would ask for.
All right, sir, I am going to order you be held on the amount listed in the warrant. So that will be $1,500 cash or security. Will be supervised by pretrial services if you post that, and you'll need to comply with any directions they give you. You're not to possess any alcohol, illegal drugs, firearms, or weapons. You're also not to have any contact with any alleged victims, their residences, or their workplaces. Your next court date would be an arraignment hearing on July the 29th at 1:30 in the afternoon. Now, in your city court cases, sir, you currently have 21 open cases currently pending in Tucson City Court. Between all of those cases, you've been charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, criminal trespass in the third degree, theft or shoplifting, possession of, looks like a narcotic, removal of shopping carts, theft or obtaining services, criminal trespass in the third degree, obstruction or refusal, theft by control, fraudulent use of a credit card, assault, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, as well as multiple failures to appear. And I did not, sir, read off every single one of your charges, but the ones that I did read were very often multiples of the same charges. So in addition to the rights I mentioned before, sir, you do have the right to be present for any and all court proceedings. However, if you fail to come to court, then warrants will issue for your arrest, and those hearings will happen without you. If you don't come to court after you've been convicted and 90 days go by, you could also lose your right to a direct appeal. Now, sir, I'm going to enter not guilties on your behalf for any charges that you've not already been arraigned on. I'm appointing the city public defender's office to represent you. Now, based on the number of cases and the ages of the cases, one of which goes back to 2016 and the most recent of which is 2025, I am going to order you be held on a $2,500 cash or secured bond. You are not to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, possess no firearms or weapons, have no contact with any alleged victims or incident locations. You are also not to have any contact with any victim residences or workplaces. Your next court date will be with Judge Blue, and that will be on July 31st at 1:45 in the afternoon. If you are out of custody, you will need to make that court date on your own. If you are in custody, the jail will take care of bringing you to that hearing. Now, sir, you need to make sure that you make all of your court dates. If you don't, warrants will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Sit down. Board,